Our story begins after the tragic incident of demons ransacking into the Tamado household, a wicked gory scene of 90% of his bloodline getting erased. Tanjiro was faced with a nightmare that never even came to mind, an abundance of negative emotions flowing through his soul, anger, sadness, disbelief, and numbness. Pushing his emotions to the side after seeing this precious sister was still alive. Picking her up and setting off into the snowy mountains, the boy's only thought was survival. It'd be rough, but not impossible. On their way up, they'd suddenly be attacked by a mysterious swordsman. In this timeline, Giyu would be more in a rush, kicking Tanjiro to the floor and annihilating Nezuko with a single slice, bringing an end to the one sweet girl. "I'm sorry, you'll see one day I had to do this," telling him to go to Yudo Kodaki and become strong enough to protect himself, vanishing away, leaving Tanjiro alone in the ice mountain, screaming at the top of his lungs at what just happened. Getting to his feet and wiping away the tears from his cold face, staring at the sky with divine retribution in his eyes, nothing would stop him from getting the power he needed to wreak vengeance. Tanjiro finally making it to the master of water breathing himself, he'd informed the man that Giyu sent him, carefully never mentioning his desire to eliminate him. Training would go better than normal, using the old wise man to turn him into an ultimate tool that can get revenge. Revenge on any demon that crossed his path, and revenge on the wicked Hashira that killed his sibling. Finishing his training and passing the final selection with flying colors, his journey would go the same, except meeting up with Zenitsu and Inosuke would mean so much more to him, being his only family. But not even the love nor compassion of his friends will alter his motives towards Giyu. Knowing the little knowledge he had wouldn't be enough during his encounter, so he'd pay more attention to his teammates' breathing styles, even asking for lessons on the fundamental. With this, he got the skill of strengthening his strongest move, 10th form, Constant Flux, as if it was his only from Zenitsu, even heightening his senses dramatically with Inosuke. Our scene skips the young Kamado's encounter with Rui. In this timeline, Tanjiro actually would be able to behead the fiend. Everything was calm before seeing Giyu arrive to the battlefield as a late backup. Wasting no time, Tanjiro would blitz at the man with incredible speed. Every single step left a puddle drenching the battlefield, following up with a series of first form. Water surface slashes in every direction, which was blocked effortlessly. Encountered with a Hashira slamming him down, stopping everything in an instant. Giyu's facial expressions remained numb the entire time as the boy raged out, screaming on the floor. "I'll never forgive you for taking Nezuko!" screamed Tanjiro, jumping up in the air, used 10th form in uncontrollable anger, converting water breathing to sun breathing, putting every single last blood, sweat, and tear in this final move, descending his sword as he saw the Hashira lower his guard, leaving himself wide open to be killed. Stopping right before the impact the young boy couldn't bring himself to do. Falling to his knees, beginning to bawl his eyes out, the sad Avenger felt Giyu put his hand on his shoulder, offering to train the boy on how to truly calm himself and dedicate his life to focus his anger towards the wicked demon that caused this. Moves on Kabutsuki.